Earlier this year, Olympus came out with the OM1, a camera which I have really fallen in love with and also has really excited the Olympus user base. It brought a lot of new features, and one of them was a computational photography feature called Live ND. Now, it's actually not a totally new feature, but they extended the border from ND32 up to ND64. However, when I was doing some astrophotography, I actually figured out a way to get into 160, and I'll share that with you in this video. So, to accomplish this, it's pretty simple. We're going to go into the Camera 2 option, and we're going to go scroll down to the Live ND shooting, turn that on of course, and set the ND to 64. The difference here is that when we take the actual photo, we're just going to take 5 pictures. I'm using OM Workspace here. This is the 2.0 version. And here are 5 images that I took, all on a tripod, using the ND filter, the digital ND filter. So we've selected all 5 of them, and we're going to come up here, and we're going to click on Multiple Composite. And in Multiple Composite, we can stack images together. Now normally this brightens up the image, right? But over here, we can select the gain of each image, and we can reduce it for each one, basically bringing back the exposure to the correct level. And this essentially allows us to take an exposure that's 5 times longer, which if you want to blur things like waterfalls and so forth, it's really quite effective. And you can see there the water is quite a bit softer than if I was to look at an individual photo. And then we can use some of these controls right here to basically align the composition. Let's say if something moved on you a little bit, if you were to do this handheld, basically these controls right here which you would be using. We click on Composite, and Olympus Workspace will create a composite out of these 5 images. Now right now you're limited to 5 images. You can only do 5 images, which is a shame because it'd be kind of nice if I could do 100 images and get a very, very long exposure and basically turn this water into one sheet of glass. But there you go. ND or EV160 on the Olympus OM1.